Yo, what's going on, guys? And welcome back to this channel. Today we'll be doing a Grand Arena guide. Not guide. A walkthrough of my Grand Arena. So I'm showing you these 3 rounds, but as you can see, I previously won the other two, and yeah, it's pretty good. And I'm just, you know, gonna showcase you how I attack and how I've been setting up my attacks and defenses. So we'll see his roster. As you can see, he's got a pretty decent looking roster with Relic, Jedi Knight, Revan and all. And so as you can see, he clearly put all defense. And yeah, pretty high Relic levels for his bounty hunters. Uh, and it looks like it's gonna be pretty tough to get on his penetrate his front wall, but same for him. And clearly you can see he's attacked, and I'll be showcasing you a Grand Arena guide later on as well to show you the best defenses. But as you can see, he's attempted 3 and battles against the Nuke team, and he hasn't even touched that one because the Grievous and Malik team is too overpowered. So let's start off with the attack. To be honest, we only need to attack the first, be able to defeat 2 teams, because he's only attacked 1 to actually win. But we won't take any risks, and yeah, we'll see which teams we can attack. So yeah, so Luke, Chewbacca Han is an amazing trio. It's one of those ones which is pretty much amazing in 3v3, and yeah, because of all the assists and stuff, this team gets better in 3v3 because, for example, Jedi Knight Revan teams function better in 5v5, whereas Luke Khan, obviously it would benefit from 5v5s. I'd say it's generally better in 3v3s. So we want to kill Yoda first because you don't. He's the highest damage dealer. And yeah, and then our kill order is Jolie next. We don't want him to revive anyone because that would be a little disastrous. And yeah, just gonna chug through Jolie, but even if he revives Yoda, that'll be fine. Because we can just kill him off again. The most important thing is to make sure that Yoda gets the least number of turns as possible. And so yeah, this is quite a breeze. And considering mine are gear 12, you can see how much better Luke teams are. So this gear 12 team beating a relic team. And yeah, 54, the maximum amount of banners you can get with 3 characters. It's just like the 60 banners in 5v5, that's the maximum. And yeah, so Bosk team, I decided to go with a very simple solution, which is the Jedi. And that turned out to be not very good because I kind of ran out of turns, to be quite honest. And yeah, let's see how it goes. So I targeted Bosk first, but in hindsight I should have started with Greedo way quicker, because yeah, they set off their contract very quickly. And you see, our first turn already, our savior is being used, and you can see that relic Bosk is just very tanky. And so yeah, just want a basic and stuff, but you wanna target the weak ones, which was my mistake. But to be honest, it's actually modded quite well and all. And yeah, so I tried to go for Greedo as soon as I can, because I should have done that way earlier. But then Unfortunately, they set off their contract because of the early turns, and yeah, we can see here that they got the contract, and as soon as the contract was up, that was pretty bad because it seems like we're getting through it, but his protection, regeneration, and all is actually quite astounding, especially at a relic level. And yeah, my yield is not modded for health but for offense and crit chance. Clearly, it's not doing the most, you know. See here, it looks like we have some hope, but he yeah basically regenerates the whole of his protection. Unfortunately, uh yeah, and they kept targeting my Yuda, and that just wasn't very nice. And I tried to go for Dengar, but you see, his is actually modded pretty well, all that tenacity, and his Dengar's only gear 12 as well, so he must have some pretty good mods. And I tried to keep giving the turn to Yoda, but it just wouldn't do it. And yeah, this battle is just me trying to wait for some miracle to happen, but obviously it didn't. Yeah, so Relic Bosk is pretty good. And here you can see Jolie got taken down, and then yeah, that's pretty much game over. Yep. So we'll move on to the next battle. So I had to get rid of that wall. Obviously, same with 5v5 tactics. You kind of want to take down that wall first, that character wall, to see what's underneath and behind it. So I just went along with a very simple trio team, which, to be honest, I'm not sure if that would have won us the game if we had done that first. But my trio isn't very high health, so you know, you never know. But anyways, I decided to bring in along Nihilus because uh, we don't want to be stuck behind Bosk's huge health. So I just decided I just want to annihilate him, you know. So we'll just yeah, basically just keep dragging this out until we keep cooling down Nihilus's annihilate. And here we have the first one, bang, and then along with the second one on Dengar. And look, it's only gear 12. Look at this. Look at this. Not even punching a holes through it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. 3v1. And standing very, very, very still. And you know, it's a big pain in the butt, but and here we just keep cooling Nihilus' cooldown with Treya's ability, and yeah, that's it, game over. Not the highest banners, but we just gotta clear the walls. At this point, I'm already higher point than him, but we just wanna we just wanna make sure, just in case, they did some oogie boogie and hit his attacks or something. So I was looking at this wall, considering whether to attack it, but yeah, we will take this down first. The Django one. Um, yeah, and this was pretty weak, so we just decided to go along with defeating Django, because that's the weakest one. And yeah, that's decided to use Darth Revan. Obviously, I'll show you in the Grand Arena 3v3, but I'll tell you why Bastard Fallen isn't there and Malik isn't there. But Darth Revan on his own can be pretty potent, so all we have to do is pretty much use HK and then get one more synergy, and not Nest, because he might get destroyed because of Django's special, and then we use Thrawn as a third slot because he's very plug and play. And yeah, this battle was actually very close, so we just pretty close. But yeah, so we start off with fracturing Django because he's the main damage dealer, as you know, and we just tried to shock everyone, and look at that, just one shot my HK. And at this point I was a little worried, but to be honest, Darth Revan and Thrawn are both very good on its own. And you saw that death mark. He can't be revived again because you can't be revived on the death mark. Yeah, this was when things started to go really close, really close. Because if he defeated one of them, it would have been game over, because he would have gotten the revive. But thankfully, we won that barely, pretty much. And yeah, so this one I decided not to really go after that wall, because it's not really worth it anymore. So I just decided to go on the back wall, and yeah, just pretty easy. Just started to go with the Night Sister team. There are various variations. You have to remember, it's not a full Night Sister team. So if you don't put zombie in, you're not gonna get those 2 revives and all. But this team is pretty viable with 1000 lead. You want to make sure 1000 lead on offense because of the revives. And generally, but Asajj, I use her for defense all the time, because she has all that turn meter gain and all that bonus. So here, Spirit got taken down, but that's not too much of a worry, because we can just keep basicking, and we can see Grievous is almost down with all the stacks of Plague. And yeah, just stun Grievous and just keep basicking if they die, and calling Spirit or whoever dies to assist, and 11 stacks of Plague, and that's it. But yeah, you want to really mod Daka very with loads of health, because just like in the Jedi team, she's the only one you really need alive. So obviously here it's pretty simple battle. Yeah, to be fair, it was quite close several times with Daka almost dying. But even if she died, to be honest, you can just basic because of a 1000's lead. So these ones are pretty clear ups. Just go along with the standard simple teams. No really hard counters, but this one I decided to go with the first order only because mine just outgears them. It usually wouldn't work, but just look at this. Did you see that, bruh? That Kylo just got him down to like half health, and yeah, Kylo does massive amounts of damage at relic 7. So yeah, so I was like, okay, fine, we just swap turn meter with Kylo, and yeah, very successful. But yeah, make sure you probably want to use it for offense. On defense, it's pretty easy. you on defense, when they attack you, all they have to do is make sure Hux dies first, because he has all those leadership special abilities. But on offense, it's much more effective in my opinion. But here I decided, to be honest, I probably could have soloed with Nest, but better safe than sorry with these grand arenas. And so I just AoE, and yeah, as you can see, even when it's not many turns, a Sarge already starts to stack up quite a bit of damage. Because of a Rampage unique. And yeah, it's pretty easy battle, to be honest. Not really much, not really any hassle. Look at that. And yeah, 53 banners, that's great. You want to be aiming for at least above 50 for each battle, I'd say. But yeah, let's just finish full clearing this, and decided to go with a simple RJT team. But yeah, with the C3PO, both works, but I just prefer C3PO because he's actually a better third slot. But usually I need C3PO in like 5v5 for like Padme teams. But for here, Padme team, you don't. There's no 5 people, and for Luke, you only need that trio. So he's a pretty open slot, so I like to use it for Rey Jedi training. And yeah, just gotta keep. It's pretty simple, but C3PO helps a lot with all that expose on a basic hit, and obviously they perform a lot of basic hits. And yeah, just wanna stop him taunting, and yeah, just finish them off. Ray Scavenger does the most damage, but not really a high gear at all, so not much of a worry. So we'll just finish him off. Bang, bang, bang. Wow, so much damage. And yeah, it's pretty simple. Bang. And yeah, the battle's over. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope you enjoy it. As you can see, he attacked as well. You can see last round, look at that, Grievous with 4 holds. But I'll be doing a more specific video on that next time, showcasing you how it really works and the best defenses for it, and you know, as I said, a guide. So thank you very much for watching this video. Our road to Kyber is on. See you next time.